is close now. Nothing can stop it.
Don't underestimate Mengsk. He is by far the most cunning enemy we've ever faced. If I should fall, you must take the swarm from Korhal.
Flee? This is not the way of the Zerg.
Yet it is my will. You will obey my command, and take the swarm to seek our true enemy. Find Amon. Destroy him before he can enslave the swarm again.
As you command.
So there we go. It seems that previously it was not a problem with my internet, but rather all the servers went down for maintenance, and after the maintenance there was a new bug which caused the game to crash from the login screen back into the launcher. There were a lot of threads on the forum, a lot of support requests. Whoa, mess. But anyway, it seems to be fine for now. I even had quite a few new dialogue windows appear telling me that I've got a version mismatch. Previously I haven't seen them ever. I guess this is something they've added with the hotfix. But anyway, the end draws near and all these guys have something to say. Not that any of them, well, with the exception for Zagara, I guess, not that any of them have been useful. Let's see what's...
The
Whatever,
Terrans have
let's
no
just
idea
listen
you're
to
with
them.
me. They don't know about the primal Zerg.
Sometimes my thought just ends
We will
there.
collect them.
You will surprise them. They have always used our psionic connection against us.
The Primal Zerg do not have this connection. The Primal Zerg do not need this.
Exactly.
I have seen more of the Terrans than ever before. In some way, I feel sorry for them.
How so?
They have their nations and their clans, but each one of them is alone inside. I wish I could help them by taking their essence for the swarm and then killing them.
It is quite odd to hear that the Brood Mother feels something aside from unstoppable killing intent. She feels pity. That's quite odd, Zerg with the feelings.
There were so many ways to fail. I feared we would not make it to the surface, but we did. You have made us so powerful, but when you have your revenge, will you leave us?
I am one with the swarm, Isha. If we survive this fight, we have even greater battles ahead. We will face them together.
Of course, where would Kerrigan go? Look at her appearance. Nobody would ever accept her anywhere. She wouldn't be able to hide even among mercenaries.
Here you are, at the enemy's doorstep. It is almost over.
I don't think it will be that simple. It never is with Arcturus. He thinks around you, that one. He knows where you'll walk before you do.
But you've been part of so many of his plans. As accomplice or victim? I am sure you learned a trick or two, yes?
I did. We'll find out very soon if I was a good student.
That's again quite weird to hear, I think. She is a powerful Queen of Blades that possesses a huge magic level 80, and he's just human, sitting in his tower. And, well, I guess never underestimate your opponent, right? But it's not like Mengsk ever shown any cunning. He just used to throw his army left and right, and he's come close to death quite a few times. Oh well.
You sit in that palace like a spider at the center of its web. But your web is falling apart around you, Mengsk.
You know, what I feel, to be honest, is that this campaign is... Did they run out of imagination? Because with the exception for additional movement mechanics in the heroic missions, everything is just a copy of Wings of Liberty. Like, take this in the end game, for example. It is an absolute copy of Char Assault so far. It even began the same way. You have to protect the landing drop ships, drop pods, and then destroy the base. Exactly the same as it happened. Well, the idea was a little bit different, but the mechanical part exactly the same as it was in the first assault mission on Char. There you had to protect your forces, which landed in different spots, and then make your way towards general warfield, which basically resulted in you destroying a lot of Zerg bases to free him. Well, what do we have in the evolution bit now that I've done ranting? We have an evolution mission that will come in a separate video. Well, I guess, well, no, let me check my abilities and see what I actually have. Spawn Leviathan has turned out to be a pretty damn good ability. The reason I'm not interested in Apocalypse simply because the two other abilities are mobile. If you manage to miss your Apocalypse, or like misclick, or just misjudge the place to cast it, that's done, it's wasted. Unlike the other two abilities, which can actually move, deal damage, you can control them and stuff. At the same time, Leviathan is much more mobile than drop pods. It is timed life too, but first of all, it's a flying unit. It has a lot of HP, it has AoE attack, it has several targets attack, it has a huge nuke. It's much more interesting than just 40 Zerglings, 5 Roaches and 5 Hydralisks, so I don't think there should be any choice between these three. Leviathan certainly seems the most effective of those. That being said, I've been having problems using Kinetic Blast recently, so maybe I should go for the Heroic Fortitude this time. Chain Reaction is good, but maybe I could switch it for the Crushing Grip. Or maybe not. Wild Mutation still stands. Malign and Creep still stands too, but what I wanted to try is swapping her ability for Infest Brootlings. Just for the fun of it, why not? Anyway guys, the next video will be coming with evolution mission, so stay tuned.